Okay. Is everyone able to see me? If you are able to see, let me know. If you're here live, please say hello as well. I love to see your beautiful comment and connect with you. And it's going to be so good, so juicy. I am so excited. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, beautiful ones. Okay. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited today to speak to you about something that came into my, it just came as download. And I wanted to say that because of that download, I kind of had a moment where I was like, I have to share more of this in a free masterclass. So I'm going to share all the details about that in a bit. And welcome if you're joining me. I want to say hello to you, whether you're staying on for the whole replay or, well, for the whole live, you've got the replay as well. So just in case you have to pop off, don't worry about it, okay? But I just wanted to come on here because my energy is so high and I'm just so excited. And I want to say hello to you. And if you have any comments, if you have any questions, please feel free to just drop them in. I'm going to answer you for sure, for sure, for sure. All right. So I think everything is running. If you are on Instagram, hi, I think I see Sarah. Welcome. Hi, beautiful. Welcome as well. It's so good to have you. Okay, let's see. All right. So if you haven't seen it yet, I had a post that went up a couple of hours ago, probably like 3 hours ago, where I shared a little message from T Spirit that came through. And I want to read that out to you before I start speaking about everything else. So when she spoke to me, it literally just went like this: let go of the regret for the one that got away, to fully manifest your potential here as a cosmic being living a human experience. And what really transpired so powerfully is that there is never a wrong turn. There is never a wrong turn. You never took a wrong turn. What you think is a wrong turn is simply a long turn. And I love that so much. And I honestly got so incredibly touched. Like I spent a couple of minutes just walking in that beautiful misty white substance, that iridescent energy field, and I was so blown away because I just loved that, because it's true. If all of us could come from a place that we remember our wholeness, we won't be ever constantly seeking to fix something. And every quote unquote problem is merely, a signpost to a solution, to something that is true, that wants to come in even more. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that before I introduce my free masterclass, which I am calling Multidimensional. And they are all in caps and they want to be separated. So it's Multidimensional. And that is because there's so much potency in the in-between spaces, in the empty spaces in between. And I want to talk about that because the empty spaces that we think is empty are absolutely not empty. As they are known as the void is literally where infinite potential exists. And if we know how to harness the power of that space, we literally can create so much in our lives and become and really claim ownership of our creatorship here on earth. And when I speak about that, it isn't about like, forcing your way through and saying like, I'm king, I'm queen, and I'm just going to do whatever I want. It's more like, how can we align ourselves with our truth here and now in this present moment so that we are in alignment with what we call the great mystery, the Tao. Because when we are in alignment with that, we no longer have to seek. We no longer have to overcompensate. We no longer have to overgive. We no longer have to make up for it because we're not enough. Because now you know that you are enough. You're absolutely worthy. And there is nothing more or less you have to do in order to feel authentically anchored into your truth. And so when I think about there has never been a wrong turn, what you think is a wrong turn is simply a long turn, is that we all hold the key to accessing what I call the vortex of stillness. We all absolutely do, no exceptions. And yet, there is absolutely also one such a thing as a long turn. What that means, I just want to share, is that you can really surrender when you are asked to surrender, and you surrender, and you will open up another doorway to a newly transformed version of you. Thank you, Sarah. You can absolutely catch the replay. Just let me know. Drop a DM if you want that. I will absolutely send that to you. Thank you for being here. So, when I talk about the long term, I want to share a little bit more about this and why I feel it was so important to create a masterclass to speak into this. A long turn is happening because at that moment, you weren't able to gain the understanding you needed to move on to the next level of vibrational frequency. If we want something in our lives, we have to be an energetic match to that. That is as simple as it gets, right? But the issue here is that the reason why so many of us can't become an energetic match in the speed of light is because we have the mind. The mind creates all kinds of mental stories. The logical, high functioning mind, as I speak of, can create tons of stories that will hold you back from really going for it, from really saying, I hear my intuition, I'm going to do it no matter what, because I know even if as I walk through the unknown, I'm going for what I felt was true. So your mind is going to create all kinds of stories where it wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in the safe place. And usually it's a really tiny box that you end up actually strangling yourself, into nothing, into a place of unhappiness, because you're not honoring your soul's purpose, which is truly here to be here to expand, to continuously expand. And how do we expand in a way that actually is of the highest level of service, right? How can we expand so that we're not really like so out there that we're floating in another world and we're constantly saying, I want to go and live somewhere else. I don't want to live here. Because the thing is, when we decided to come here, to be here on this earth, in this dimension, we chose to live on the edge of our cosmic consciousness. We're literally on the edge of this consciousness. And so when we talk about how can I become this multi-dimensional being, how can I live as this version where I'm bending time and collapsing time and bending space and creating magic that doesn't make sense, oftentimes it requires us to really go in and evolve, right? Transformation happens when we're open to it. So when I think about the people that I met, in hindsight, there are those people who completely and forever transformed my life that I only met once. And there are those people that I stay in touch with that are still my friends today, or they're my family members, or, there are those people who are literally strangers who said something and it completely brought you to a whole new level of consciousness that you didn't even think it was possible until someone did it. And you were like, oh my God, I want to be that. That activated something in me, right? These people, I realized, like, I used to be so sad because they are no longer in my life. And whatever they've done in my life, whatever they've, brought into my life, right now, the ones that I miss, I embrace them. I embrace them all in the deep knowing that in spirit, they are always here with us. They're within us, they are us, and we are them. And to embody this knowing takes building circuits that allows you to perceive this as your truth. So when I speak about building circuits, opening up your channels, I say in the simplest way as I can, and I'm going to go deep into this. So if you're interested, please sign up for the masterclass. But when we open up our channels for energy to flow through us, we start to build the circuits that allows us to live as the soul, because that is ultimately what we want, is to live as a soul who is aligned with abundance, freedom, purpose, love. I'm here to liberate women. I'm here to allow them to set themselves free. I'm not setting them free. They are setting themselves free. When a client signs up to work with me, they are setting themselves free because they are activated. They are starting to remember that they are here to lead with love, to embody their vortex of stillness so that they can live on purpose in their own authentic power. And this means that you've got to have the life force in you, in your body, integrating your mind and with your body and with your spirit. 3 faculties that we were gifted in order to be able to be our very, very finest and fullest here in this dimension. And so we don't disregard the mind. Rather, we're embracing the mind. We're bringing the mind into the fold, but we're training the mind to really find and follow you as the creator, as the soul of your life. So my mastermind is going to be free. I've decided to open it up for free. So if you want to join, just DM me and I'll send you a link to register so that you can get all the information. It will be held in a private group. So I just want you to have that. The replay will be available for those who missed it for a week, and then it will be taken down. So these are very, very beautiful codes that I want to share, because the benevolent Tao always comes around until you embody the understanding you're here to understand. You chose something to learn here. You chose to master something here. And there is never one thing that says you made a wrong turn or you missed that opportunity, because if the opportunity is true and authentically for you, it will always come around. Perhaps in a different physical form, but it will always come around. If it's yours to master, it is going to come around. So I want you to learn to embody this. I want you to once and for all see how you've been sitting on invitations and you haven't been reaching out for what is curiously stirring up within you, stirring up something that feels so good, that feels so empowering within you, and yet you're ignoring that call. I want you to come into the masterclass and feel so empowered to take that plunge, to take that leap of faith, to walk into the unknown where you have to go. You have to walk through that passage in order to get into the next level. That is what it is. And it's not as complicated and complex as you think it is. It's not about losing something and sacrificing something to gain something else. No, that's just a conditioning. That's just a programming. So I want you to get activated in this masterclass. And it will be held on the 31st of January at 2 p.m. UK time. So like I said, you will get a replay. If you can't make that, it's open to everyone time zone wise. If it doesn't work, you will get the replay. So don't worry about that. But I want you to know that this mastermind is this masterclass is literally about bending time and space, collapsing time and space. How can you really embody the knowing that there has never been anything wrong? You've never done anything wrong or missed divine timing, or stop waiting on divine timing, because divine timing is a co-creation, and you're going to learn about how you're able to bend time and space in order to collaborate with this cosmic consciousness to create the divine timing, aka vibrational match, for all that you desire to create to come in the most splendid and authentic way. All of that in the masterclass. I'm so excited to share this with you. I just want you to have this. And obviously, if you are like a hell yes already, you're in my world, you just want to jump off the fence and you want to start working with me, because every client I had who said yes and jumped into my immersions, into my mentorships, it's been absolutely transformative. Even my mastermind, 5-day mastermind, the testimonials have been mind blowing, and you can see them all over my social media. They are all beautiful. They are also incredible. And there are those who want to walk with me a long time. There is the 1-year mentorship where you get full access to all my masterclasses, all my programs. So you don't have to think about like, oh my God, like, do I want this or is this mine or whatever. You get the full experience so that you're all rounded. Because, whether you're running a business on your own or you call yourself a witch, a mystic, a healer or a shaman, you have to have the all-roundedness to be a multidimensional being who's living a human experience, and you want to harness that multidimensionality because that is who you truly are. Let's just put it that way. And I love working with multidimensional leaders, beautiful women who really want to, and they know this, they just don't know how. So the how comes when you work with me, really in close proximity. And I'm growing, I'm expanding, I'm devoted. I want you to receive the wisdom as well. I want you to receive these ancestral codes, the powerful medicine that comes with working with Tea Spirit. It's just so incredible. Like I was saying on the podcast I was recording earlier with a beautiful divine woman, Tea Spirit does the things that I can't do as a an earthly being, a multidimensional being. I can bend time and space, I can collapse time, I can go through space and be in the energy field you're in, even without physically being together. But the non-verbal transmissions that Tea Spirit brings into the ceremony is absolutely going to open your heart. It's going to drop so many downloads that I can't tell you verbally. And that is what it means to be in close proximity with me as the ceremony keeper, and working, knowing how to work with reverence and treat tea as a sacrament. It's just such a beautiful collaboration that I'm just like, it's so incredible. So you're gonna get that in the masterclass. You're gonna learn about that. I'm gonna talk about that, and I just don't want you to sit and wait any longer to start living your life. Stop looking from the other side and wishing and wondering how it would be like if you did this or did that. My mentorship is absolutely for the woman who wants to activate the leadership within her. She wants to embody the leader within her so that she can lead with love and create the impact she's here to create. So it's not for the faint-hearted. I am not here to heal anything. I'm here to remind you so that you can remember your multidimensionality. You can remember your cosmic magnificence, how to work with the cosmic energies, how to align with the Tao so that everything flows with grace and ease, including how to go through the cycles of being the void, surrendering and destruction and disintegrating your entire identity to create a space for alchemy. So I'm so excited. I'm just gonna double check if I have any comment popping up, but if there isn't, I'm just gonna pop off here again, just to repeat. If you want any access, if you want access to the masterclass, you are absolutely welcome to DM me so that I can send you the link to sign up, to register. Okay, so I'm so excited. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I look forward to seeing you in the masterclass. I look forward to hearing from you. I love seeing you in my DMs. Send me a message. I can't wait to have you. Big kisses. Bye.